So we're going to start talking about galloping and skipping. Today's going to be galloping. We're going to cover skipping, I believe in a couple days. Anyway, there is a blog post. The link is in our profile. And yes, I'm talking with my hands a lot. I'm also very out of breath today. I don't know why. I will be honest, I haven't taught that many kids how to gallop, so I pulled knowledge from one of my other therapists, and she was working on teaching a child to change sides. So she had a dominant side of, say, her right, and she was teaching her how to lead with the left. So she really did have to break it down, even though she wasn't actually teaching the skill. So in the blog post, it kind of goes through the steps that she went through and then talks about what she did if she was teaching the other side. So I would first figure out what side's their dominant side and just ask them to gallop. Show them how you gallop, ask them, and usually they'll lead with some foot first. That's going to probably be their dominant side. Start with the easy side. Don't start with the non-dominant side. And then the way this therapist breaks it down is she starts with just step, slide. And she doesn't even care if they actually glide on the floor. She just wants the foot to come up and hit the other foot. And they'll do that for a little bit, and then maybe it's go faster, so step, slide. And again, you can decide if you're going to give verbal cues, if you're going to be doing it simultaneously with them so that they can visually see what you're doing. You will know the child best. You might have to play with it to see what combination of cueing works best for them. Once they've sped it up a little bit, this is kind of hard to explain by giving verbal cues, but it's kind of like a step jump together or a step jump pop. So basically it's like step, and then basically you're kicking your feet together. So, and that's probably gonna look different for every kid, but like if they know that they're kicking their feet together and you start to go faster, it's gonna get more and more into that galloping phase. And you're gonna start with short distances, maybe 1 or 2 cycles, and then you're gonna work into longer distances, because activities that are really coordinated, they may be able to get 1 or 2 cycles, and then they start to break down as you go faster or you make it longer. So you really want to give success and stay at one stage until they get to the next stage, and then usually start over again the next time. And then you're going to ask them just to gallop, and you'll see how far they can go. Like, are they going slow, but seeing if they can get far across the room before it breaks down, or maybe they can do it indefinitely. But it's really teaching that pattern and getting that built in so that they know how to coordinate the movement. So one other thing I almost forgot is this therapist also, once they get that pattern down, she will use 2 balance beams. We have these long foam balance beams. You could probably use pool noodles. Tape might work, but maybe not as well. But also we have cones, so you can set up cones. Or basically you're going to narrow it down, because sometimes kids will have like a wider base and then it eventually turns into running. So by putting the cones, you're kind of keeping them with the one side forward a little bit more. So anything you have that you can create a slight barrier with is going to be helpful. So anyway, those are our ideas.